to the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack the Ride is sponsored by Ye Old Booze Shoppy, slurring your speech since 1777. And now, here's your host, Buzz.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to You Don't Know Jack the Ride. My name's Buzz, and I'm going to be your guide on your trip down. What's at the bottom, you say? Well, let's just say it's a surprise.
Whoa!
Surprise!
Buzz?
Helen, what's the deal? What the hell is Buzz doing here?
Wait a second. Stand by, please. Cookie?
Helen, the trapdoor in the booth is open.
Cookie, what did you do?
What? I didn't do anything.
Jesus, Cookie, that trapdoor goes to the bottom.
The bottom?
Yes, the bottom.
Wow, that's kind of scary.
Buzz was supposed to be there, Cookie. There's been a change in the lineup. You're not going on again until after Buzz, Schmitty, and Guy.
Oh, come on. I'm into my second episode here. Now you're sending me all the way down to the 350th floor or something?
Cookie, get out of the booth. Ray, could you get Guy up here to host, please?
You know something? Guy's down on the Hollywood floor harassing Keanu Reeves. I don't think you're going to find him in time.
Fine, Cookie. Fine. You can keep going. Happy now?
I'm just here to do my job, Helen.
Let's just get on with it already.
Hey, I'm all about you. Player 2, what's this one going to be worth? Hit your buzzer and tell. I like to call this category Cut Your Food. Don't tear at it with your teeth. Hey, you remember all those crappy products advertised on TV that claim to even make julienne fries? Well, if you were to julienne Julia Child, what would you do to her? Cut her into short, thin strips, cut her lengthwise with jaggedy edges, cut her widthwise into round chunks, or cut her any old way. It's only a TV term. Player 3, do it! Now, those are American fries, so, you put your hand over your heart when you eat her, and take your hat off. Player 2, grab jaggedy edges. I love that movie, but that was Glenn Close, not Julia Child, right? Player 1, Player 1, hit it. Yeah, baby.
And now that I've julienned her, we'll fry Julia with some ground beef for a few minutes until I'm golden brown.
Player 1, you have the honors. Okay, give it up for... Need a quick and easy meal? Eat your young. All right, now listen to me. $4,020 could be yours, but there's just one thing standing in your way. Anyway, if a headline reads, Mom gets death penalty for coddling kids, which of these did the mother most likely do to her children? She thawed them in alcohol, peeled them with a knife, kneaded them with prongs, or cooked them in water. Player 3, make it... No, that would be giving them the old julienne child treatment. Player 1, Player 2, it's you.
We love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Another way to coddle someone is to cook them in water that's almost boiling. And if you want to coddle who you're coddling, you should boil them in Evian water. Player 2, hit me. This one's called... Doc says I gotta eat this. You know, it's never a bad idea to get suggestions on your diet from a doctor. Say you're a maggot living during the 1930s. If you're following doctor's orders, what kind of diet might you be living on? The infected wounds of his patients, the olive in his martini, the cough syrup he gives to kids, or the corsages his nurses wear? Take a shot, player.
And if you look to your left, you'll see the popular wrong answer.
Ooh. Player 3, do it. Oh, maybe you're thinking of the worm that lives in the tequila bottle. Or maybe you're just not thinking. All yours, player. Doctors used to use maggots to eat away diseased tissue and help stop infection by bacteria. So eat up. But remember, diet's only half the picture. Make sure you exercise. Walk around the block a few times after eating diseased tissue. Player 1, please buzz in and let us know how much this one's... Nice choice, Player 1. Players 2 and 3, go get me a soda. Player 1, it's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat is... They're just a couple of fruits. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 people or things, and for each one, I want you to tell me whether it's Associated with apples or oranges? You're gonna get some money for each right answer, and you're gonna lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them. And here we go. William Tell is William and Mary. Syracuse. County. New York City. Miami Bowl. Sir Isaac Newton. You barely got more than half of them. You're slightly above average. Isn't that comforting? Let's see your new total. So player one's in the lead. All right, let's see how long this lasts. All right, player two, buzz in, give us a... Coming up. 2,000-year-old leftovers. You ready? Let's go. Say you want to serve the actual body and blood of Jesus at your next dinner party. Which of these would be the best name for your new entree? Up to you. What do you... Player three, who would you like to screw? Okay, player one, you've been screwed. Which one's it gonna be? 1, 2, 3, or 4? You picked 2. You sure about that? Well, it's too late now. Consummation au naturel. I did that once, but I got busted by a forest ranger. Player 2, player 3, do it. Now, consubstantiation is when the food doesn't change, but the presence of Jesus is there. You know, kind of like basil. Ball, player 2, it's you. Now, assumption would mean your food is suddenly yanked up to heaven with ice cream on the side. And here's the apparently very challenging correct answer. According to the doctrine of transubstantiation, the bread and wine actually become the body and blood of Jesus during communion. It doesn't taste very fresh, though. Kind of like it's been hanging around somewhere for days. Player 3, select the value. Your category is French dining. It's all in the tongue. Let's get going. Imagine that you want to cook a special meal for your lover. Because the French name for it is also a term of endearment, what should you make? Crab cakes, corn fritters, cabbage soup, or coconut macaroons? Player 3, make it.
Oh, macaroons. I'm wearing some right now.
Player 1, player 2, grab it. No. Player 1, hit it. In France, cabbage or chou is a term of endearment like sweetheart.
Look, honey, shoo. Hey, come back.
Okay, player 1, pick a winner. Here's your category. When biblical tummies rumble. And right this way, please. Say that while sailing around in his ark, Noah stopped at a flooded diner and picked up Adam and Eve on a raft. What would he have added to his cargo? 2 eggs on toast, a bagel with lox and cream cheese, coffee with cream and sugar, or apple pie with 2 scoops of ice cream? Take it. Player 2, who do you want to screw? You gotta answer it, player 3. You picked 1. Very interesting. Let's see. Adam and Eve on a raft is diner speak for 2 eggs on toast. 2 very naked and sinful eggs on toast. Nice work, player 2. You just screwed yourself. It's up to you, player 3. Hit your buzzer to select a... Oh, God. Here's your category. Don't fight with your food. Hey, have you ever been to a bullfight? They kill the bull. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin it for you? Suppose the bull, or taureau, were replaced by a Japanese taureau. What would the matador be fighting? A bloodthirsty octopus, a charging fatty tuna, an enraged wild... Up to you, player. In Japanese, taureau means fatty tuna, and it's used in sushi. And after you take in the bullfight, make sure you stick around for the annual running of the puffer fish. Player 3, it's all on your shoulders. Buzz in and give us a value. I like to call this category, I'm so drunk I'll eat anything. Okay, don't panic, but you've been invited to a party and you've been asked to bring the guacamole dip. Okay, deep breaths. Now listen up. Say that instead of using avocado in your guacamole, you use the avocado's namesake. What will you most likely say when someone compliments you on it? Thanks, I drained the blood myself. I was worried nobody would eat brains. Yeah, I just love chips and testicles. Or, you've got some gizzard on your chin. Player 2, it's you.
More testicles?
Sure, and another wiener, please. The ancient Aztecs named the bulbous avocado after their bulbous testicles. Player 2, pick us a question value. Could I interest you in some roadkill? Alright, you gotta be the first to buzz in when you see the item that correctly pairs up the things on the screen. And don't forget, figure out the final bonus question, and I'll give you some extra cash. Okay, pop the clutch. Prostitution light and commie color. What do these two things have in common? Punch to the back in painful stone. Spotted horse and exploding Ford car.
Score!
Ozzy Sabbath in Russia's sea. Army's berets and Cato's hornet. Shade of blue and military branch.
Score!
Skimpy bikini and silly blank. Okay then, bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all types of beans? Now you're talking, player 1. Count it. That was a snap. They're all types of beans. And I would know. Well, for the time being, player 1, you're on top. Player 1, you can do a lot worse than that. Let's check out your category. Licking the platter clean. Hey, you know that rhyme about Jack Sprat who could eat no fat? Well, which of these could Jack Sprat eat? Crudité, schmaltz, suet, or tallow? Player 2, grab it. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, but he could eat crudité, which are just Frenchy raw vegetables. And his wife would just eat the onion dip with her fingers. Okay, player. Ooh, don't you wish you could go back in time? Here's your category. Eat and die. Okay, you know those crazy diets where you can only eat one type of food, like only grapefruit or only carbohydrates or only mammals that hop? Well, check this out. Breakfast, 6 ounces of paint, 1 bowl of chalk, and a 2x4. Lunch, 12 ounces of floor wax, a coal and clay sandwich, and 2 cups of dirt. Dinner, 6 ounces of suntan lotion, 2.7 ounces of deodorant, and 3 crayons. What diet plan does this menu most likely come from? The Opabulum diet, the Esculent diet, the player... Player 1, who you want to screw? Well, player 2, you got a 1 in 4 chance of unscrewing your... Number 4, let's see.
Here's your hat. What's your hurry?
Player 3, make it happen. Now, esculent would mean they're supposed to be eaten, like me. All yours, player 1. When you have the desire to eat stuff that isn't food, that's called pike up. And after you eat all that indigestible fiber, well, that's called extremely painful. Go on, buzz in and choose a value for us. Hungry for a clue? I bet you are. Here you go. We'll start with the pizza crust. And if I'm feeling naughty, we'll make our way to the sausage. Hey, Player 2, you sure jammed on that last one. And lucky for you, Player 3 makes you look good. So, you think you know sushi?